Well, let's see how that works. I'm trying to do a lip sync issue, as we had a problem last Sunday when we were going live about half an hour in. The problem this morning is I won't be able to talk for half an hour just to see if the lip sync changes, but I want to check it here because we've had some issues every week. Usually the first minute and a half of the video is a bit stuttery and a bit stop-start, and we really don't know why. We actually had 2 weeks ago where it seemed like the connection to the server just completely dropped out. So last week I changed a setting on the OBS software, dynamic bitrate or something like that. However, we're wondering if that caused a problem with the lip sync. Probably, as I said, about half an hour in, just as our speaker had started to talk, I reckon a good 2 seconds out, the lip sync was a good 2 seconds out. So I'm just recording a bit this morning on my own private account, so if you do stumble across this, apologies. It won't mean a lot to you. My 2 subscribers might be watching. It does tell me that there are a couple of people who are watching. I wonder if I'm one of them, but who is the other person? If that's you, why don't you just say hi on the chat? Yeah, just say hi on the chat. But I'm going to keep talking and keep waffling on. This is fairly close. This is on the camera, the Sony, streaming at 1080p. I'm recording at the same time as well, and I'm just going to do this for a couple of minutes just to see how it is. I think this week it's really important that we set the environment, the technical environment, with the way it's going to be for a few weeks. We've probably changed things slightly every week, and that's going to be harder to root out what the problems are. If we have a new problem, is that because we made some changes or what? I did note that actually in the last 2 weeks there have been 2 software updates. So the week we lost connection to the server, we just recently updated to version 26 on Mac OBS. And then after last week when we had the lip sync issue, I spotted now there was a further update, 26.2. So we're now running on that. So it could even be those bugs that people have seen and ironed out. We just don't know. We are just amateurs in the world of streaming, and we are learning a lot. And I'm really thankful for those people who have worked hard to try and understand how to make this work. And we've come an awful long way in where we were just 6 weeks ago. If you go onto the SCF media page and check a Sunday morning out 6-7 weeks ago, the quality of picture, the quality of it, so just the definition of the picture has increased hugely. The number of cameras has tripled now, and we're really growing it, and it really is quite exciting. Aren't you amazed at how much I can just waffle on just so we can see how the lip sync is working? It must be the sign of a true preacher who can just talk and talk and talk and talk. And I'm sure I will watch this back and I will hang my head in shame out of some of the dribble I just came up with. But we want to be able to provide a good quality picture, and we want to stream well, and we've done a lot of work. We're in a steel framed building which just zaps the Wi-Fi coverage. Also the Wi-Fi, the broadband into the building is just really poor. We've struggled to get anything better. So after a lot of research, we went on, we bought a 4G hub, and even further to that, we bought a little antenna extender. It was really quite cheap. I mean, you can pay upwards of £100 for these 4G antenna extenders. Ours was £16. And we drilled through the side of the wall, and it's just very subtly on the outside of our building. We're still only getting 2 bars on the 4G hub, but we are getting probably between 12 and 15 meg on the upstream. And for those of you who don't know, of course, you probably need about 6 or 7 meg if you want to stream in HD, and that is giving us a far more stable stable stream. Outside of the week where we had a connection issue to the servers, we've not dropped any frames at all. So we've been really comfortable that even though we're on 4G, which doesn't seem the best, you want to be on solid broadband, it is working well, although we have had different issues every week, hence me testing and waffling on like this morning. Well, I need to crack on with some other things now. So I've been going, how long have I been going for now? I have not got a clue. I am watching myself. How does that come up? There we go, look, I am watching myself on the screen as well. And there is only me who's had it into the chat, so whoever the other person is. I wonder if OBS counts as one viewer, and then me on my phone counts as another viewer. And thankfully, there is nobody else tuning in and listening to the dribble that I'm going on with. I can't see how long I've been going on. Let's have a look. 9 minutes, 35 seconds all in all. So not quite the half an hour that we had. So last week we had the opening video that you would have seen on the beginning of the stream, and it was really jerky, really stop-starty. I welcomed everybody, and while the audio was clear, the picture was really jumpy. Then all of a sudden it sorted itself out. And I don't think we noticed how jerky it was at the beginning, because obviously all the guys here are focused on the cameras and nobody's really watching their own live stream. But certainly on the playback we realised that was happening. So the whole of the worship set was fine. The lip sync was perfect, the camera movements were great. And about 90 seconds into James's talk, all of a sudden the lip sync started to go out. We noticed that the camera view, at least on the main camera, we've got 3 in all, would kind of flash very quickly, almost go a black screen and then on again, probably half a second in every 15 to 20 seconds. And I did wonder whether or not that glitch was slowly sending the audio sync out. It didn't get any worse though, even though it continued to glitch. Once you recognised that the lip sync had gone out, it didn't get more and more horrendous as we went through, so maybe it wasn't that. So I've made one change to the OBS software. Well, I suppose there's 2. We've taken the latest update, and we just unticked the dynamic bitrate change, which I understand, depending on the traffic on the servers, would kind of reduce the quality of your picture, so you got a seamless stream. However, because we're taking the audio from the PA desk, separate feed in, I just wondered if that might have been the issue. So the picture was slightly backed off, but the audio was not, hence the different lip sync issues. So I think I've waffled on for long enough now, so I am going to go. It's been great to speak to you. Who knows who will ever see this except me. I'm very glad I remembered to change the keys over, and this hasn't gone live on the church account, and hopefully our lip sync is perfect, and the issue was around this dynamic bitrate. Anyway, thanks for listening. I'll watch back with great joy to see how I was synced, and I hope to speak to you soon. Take care.